All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, before we get started, we're going to give all glory and honor to
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at GMS who taught us His truth. Peace and salutations to the Lord's elect and the 1/3 and the ones preaching this likewise doctrine. This is the brother Brock, and I'm with the brother Yawasop. Lord willing, this will be another edifying lesson. And the topic of this lesson is only going to get worse. It's not going to get better, and especially for these people, right? And you got...
Yeah, I'm going to start off with this first precept in the book of 2 Timothy 3:1-5. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, without natural affection, truce breakers, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof.
And what do you see people doing? Always taking a picture of themselves in the goddamn mirror, right? Everybody loving themselves, posting everything about themselves on Instagram, not helping people, fucking each other over, right? Taking money, people wishing their family members die and then taking their fucking, will money, right? It's the spirit of these people.
And this is something you got to realize, man. This is a cold fucking world we living in. It's not going to get better. It's not going to change. There's going to be no more Make America Great Again. Those are just false, fake words.
Yeah, the scriptures talk about we would have healed Babylon, right? But the thing is, Babylon is finished, man. For those dumbass people building up houses, building up, getting all penthouses, getting their college tuition. It don't fucking matter what you do. You cannot build up a dying society, right?
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 12. Because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. So you start to see, man, everybody's waxing worse and worse, man. This is why your family's bugging out. The people around you, your coworkers, they're on that spirit where they're almost ready to crash out. They're at their boiling point.
Yeah, what does the scripture say? Come and separate thyself from these people. All right, we're separating ourselves from these people. We're not celebrating no holidays. We're not celebrating your fucking birthday. We're not celebrating your fucking. We're not eating pork in front of you. We're not eating no fucking abominable ass foods. So what happens? They start looking at you differently, and they fucking start hating you. Right? This is the book of Isaiah 13. It says, I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. So for us, it's going to get good, once shit hits the fan. That's the start of when, it's going to get good for us, even if you have to go through, mass tribulation or whatever, right? As long as you endure until the end, right? We're gonna make it out of this place, Lord willing, right? But what these people are? Who are the haughty people right now? Esau, right? These women out here, right? Especially the so-called, BW, right? And the rest of these women, the wicked as fuck, committing adultery, right?
And I have a precept here in the book of Romans 1:28-31. Yahweh gave them over to a reprobated mind without natural affection, implacable and unmerciful. So, this is a loss of, people caring, having empathy for one another. They show no mercy. This is why you see people beating up on some old granny, beating up on an old man, stealing him, beating him to a pulp. They'll kill your fucking 10-year-old for a pair of Jordans in some parts of, this place Babylon.
Yeah, a 10-year-old got shot not that long ago, right? And you get people ramming their cars into people, right? Squashing them in the fucking pole, right? You have people on the train killing each other, man. This place, man. There's no building back better, right? This devil, he always talking about building back better. Make this great again, right? Always signing a new bill, but with those bills, the prophets are paying attention that there's other things that are coming alongside of those, right?
He's a master deceiver, Satan. So he knows just what to do to pull the strings, to get people to commit violence against each other, to start getting people to turn against their own family, just to start bugging out. This is the book of 2 Peter 3:3-4. In the last days, scoffers shall come at saying, where is the promise of his coming? So, these people trust more in DJ Trump. They trust more in fucking Sleepy B. All these political puppets, and these people behind the scenes that are being controlled by, the elite. They trust more in them
and
than the Lord.
And the thing is, man, there's only a small window of time left before you're gonna the men of the Lord are gonna be preaching for a small window of time, and then the Lord's gonna put the Spirit on us to stop preaching completely, because that's the famine of the word. You even have some people in the world, they were literally some people that we knew, right? Now all of a sudden they start calling us, calling our phone, asking, trying to call us, and we don't answer them. That's just the spirit of the beginning of it. When shit really goes down, right? They're gonna delete all of our videos. They're gonna delete, they're gonna start getting rid of Bibles, man, right? They're gonna start making things illegal, right? And we know this firsthand. I've even had personally a bunch of social media accounts, and all of them got deleted in the same day. So what's not to say, Esau, he can't do the same thing. He can basically filter out everything that says GMS, Hebrew Israelites, right? And with the click of a button, he wipes it all off the internet, right? That is definitely a viable option this devil could have.
And this,
right?
This is the book of 1 Peter 4:7-8.
Yeah.
The end of the things is at hand, and above all things, have fervent charity among yourselves. So how are you going to have fervent charity? By doing the work, by pushing this word, by breaking bread with the Akim. You're preparing right now so that when the famine of the word comes, you've already done all you could to stand. You've had those scriptures lined up, repetition.
Yeah, and this is the real charity. It's not going to fucking, at church, or going to Africa on a missionary trip.
Going to give people, give money to a person in Africa that's going to pocket it for himself.
They be going, use that money and go and buying fucking crack after.
Buying crack.
We don't get any money. We don't get anything. And even those people, what they do is they record themselves to be seen by men, right? So they do all this missionary shit, all this fucking nonsense, and they're doing this shit not out of sincerity, right? We don't gain anything out of this, other than what? This wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and hope that, we get beamed out of this place, right? But in terms of the worldly sense, we're not getting any money out of this, right? Most definitely we ain't getting no popularity or anything out of this, right? Because we're only here to preach to the lost sheep of the house of Israel, right? Which goes on to the elect, right?
Yeah. So with that being said, you gotta understand that this place is gonna get worse and worse, and we're here for a short amount of time to preach the word of the Lord, and then in hopes that He comes back and he beams us up out of this wicked ass place.
But bring out Luke 23. Do these things in a green tree.
Luke 23:31. For if they do these things in a green tree, what shall be done in a dry?
Yeah, so these people right here, they're already bugging out. They still got food and power, though. They still got air conditioner, Wi-Fi. They got Instagram, entertainment.
I mean, nigga will lose Wi-Fi for a day.
What happens when you take all of that? Because when you take away electricity in conjunction, you take away the water, right? You take away people's ability to cook, right? Most people out here, they don't know how to use a fucking charcoal. They don't know how to cook like that, right? So most of these people, man, they're gonna bug the fuck out, especially these women. The Lord gonna take away their haughtiness, because they depending on that makeup. They have to take showers. They have to take perfect angles for social media, right? You get rid of everything they have. Their food, their housing. What the fuck do they have, man? They're gonna bug the fuck out. And, that's a great thing because, you know what? A lot of these bitches, they need to die, right?
Yeah.
A woman out here, committing abortions, right? Killing their baby and dancing after, making it seem like some sort of aesthetic. You fucking evil ass bitches, you need to fucking die. And that's why it's getting worse and worse, man. We what the fuck do you have to be partying for, man? Why are you people out here partying? It's only gonna get worse, man.
And they're in the spirit of feasting. They're not in the spirit of mourning. We're mourning here because we realize that how wicked this place truly is. We woke it up, and we've came to this knowledge, understanding. It's in the beginning it's sweet, but then it becomes bitter. We start to see that this is a sorrowful place, man. We're prisoners of hope while we're here. And not to mention, speaking about women, I mean, there's even women that go 50, 60 years. They don't tell their husband their whole fucking life that their kids weren't theirs.
Yeah.
There's niggas, his whole fucking life, he's raised kids that aren't his, and he finds out at the very end, or matter of fact, doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
This is the place that we're living in, man. You have to wrap up every time you deal with a woman because you're going to catch a fucking disease.
Your woman is not even yours.
Your woman's not even yours. Okay, she's been slept with by 10, 15 other dudes. You have to look at whatever's in your fucking ingredients, and they're killing you. They're putting chemicals to kill you in your water.
Everything you cook with got some sort of chemical, right?
I mean, listen. I found a whole area full of fruit trees. I was ecstatic. I was picking all the fruit. The very next day, these niggas brought all the fruit down because they saw me pick it. They just dumped it all on the floor. Now, this devil is wicked, man. He doesn't want nobody to get nothing.
Yep.
He wants you to starve out, man. Starve to death. Yeah. And you still think this fucking devil wants to help you, man.
Yeah.
He'll act like a friend first, but then he'll stab you in the back.
Yeah.
And this is the mentality of people in this world, man. They
Everybody
love their own.
Want everything for
they
themselves.
Love their own. I want to bring that you love your own.
Yeah, the world loves its own people. That's why you see people, they all clap for
fucking Usher.
These people.
Michael Jordan. Who gives a fuck about
these? They all clap.
They
all clap about for these people. All listen to the same music, but you don't even think, or all laugh at some comedian, and they all think it's funny, but we don't think it's fucking funny.
Yeah, it's not.
There's
it's
a reason because we don't love this world, right? They'll make a joke about like homosexuality, and the whole crowd will fucking laugh. You're the only one there. Like, what the fuck is this?
Really, they're just a bunch of followers.
Losers, man.
Loser followers. This is the book of John, 1 John 15 and 19. If you are of the world will love his own. But because you're not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. So we're going to be hated, man. When we start preaching about these scriptures, we start telling our family members and friends that they are Israelites. They look at us like we have two heads, man. They look at us a different way.
And these idiots out here saying that we're fully in the new covenant. If that was the case, man, Jake wouldn't be out here fucking dying, right? Kids wouldn't be getting aborted, right? We wouldn't be calling on these false fucking gods. We wouldn't be fucking, we would have every law down to a T, right? You fucking idiots, man. You really think that we're fully there yet? You fucking moron.
Novices being
one guy we knew, he said, you can choose to be under the curses now.
So stupid.
You're a fucking clown, and you know exactly who you are. If you're listening to this, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Man.
This is the book of John 15 and 20. Remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you.
Yeah.
If they have kept my saying, they will also keep yours also. So these family members, we're coming into a time, man, where
they're gonna turn on us.
Pray for a cold spirit, man.
Yeah.
There's no family. There's no full house spirit of the full house with fucking George Lopez, where everyone's gonna live like a happy fucking family together.
Yeah, like that. What's
all these
stupid
sitcoms, man.
What's that show? Friends.
Friends.
Where everybody's out here having a good time, and it's crazy because those shows, they have the woman dictating everything.
These people, man. You realize
these people, man, are so fucking wicked, and they've been planning this shit for years, man. Everything they show you in the movies, right? In the food, right? From when you're a little fucking baby all the way up to you get out of school, right? Everything they do is designed to program you for this world to be fucking wicked, man. You know, and that's why. You have something you were gonna say?
These people will throw you under the bus, man. The people that birthed you, you know, your so-called siblings and stuff, you know, that are not in this truth, they'll throw you under the bus, man. They don't give a fuck about you. You know,
man, fuck your family. We had
an individual, man, our family, try to, you know, invite, you know, somebody that we weren't messing with, and, you know, a fucking Catholic demon priest, trying to invite them over. You know,
this motherfucker, this demon ass priest said that evil doesn't exist.
Yeah, and we're supposed to
this is the times we're coming into when you, and that's why we say it's only gonna get worse, because you have idiots out here saying evil doesn't exist. Nick, what the fuck are you talking about, man?
Yeah, we was like, when we say that, we're like, fuck that guy, man. Have him come nowhere near our house, man. We want nothing to do with this.
And mind you, this guy, he lived with a gay person. Right? So, you know, imagine you're saying out here evil doesn't exist, and then, you know, who knows what the fuck this guy's doing, right?
You're a priest leading people astray. And let's go to Luke 17:2.
Yeah.
Because this brings out the judgment of what's going to happen to you, man. And just because you're a pastor or a priest, if you going against the Lord, man, we fucking hate you.
Yeah.
We ain't showing no mercy towards you wicked-ass people.
Yeah.
Teaching people the scriptures wrong. Breaking down prophecies wrong, saying the mark of the beast happened thousands of years ago, and you're a theologist. Sit the fuck down, man. Giving your fucking walking papers and go fucking go sit in a closet.
Go die, honestly.
Die, bro.
Go kill yourself
Die.
Because you know it was better for these people to fucking hang a millstone
the
around their neck.
Luke 17:2. It would be better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck than he cast into the sea. That he should offend one of these little ones. So if you're causing somebody to go into sin, somebody that doesn't understand the scriptures or learning, and you come over here and you just tell them something completely different, and then they run with that, then you know what? You're going to be judged for that, man. The blood's on your hands.
Yeah.
Okay? And this is why we're not going to show mercy towards you people. There's Israelites out there saying you got to love. Move in love. You know? What is love? Keeping the commandments. Keeping the commandments, man. Being truly sincere towards the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Not just being some fake-ass phony, bro. Everybody nowadays is a fake-ass phony, man. You know?
Everybody out here, you know, fake, you know, faking it, man.
You'll know somebody by their fruits.
You know, most of these people, man, they're doing this shit for money, woman, right? Admiration from the world. Right, we don't want any of that shit. We just want to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, we want to get out of here. We want to get beamed up, man. We want to rest, bro. This is not our place of rest. If you think that you're gonna go, you know, live a happily ever after in some mansion and relax all day, bro, and you come to serve the Lord, you're in for. It's not gonna be like that, man. We come to serve the Lord. It's not gonna be happy. It's not gonna be easy. The scriptures say, "When thou comest to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation, constantly endure." And set thy heart aright, you know? You gotta cleave onto him. You gotta cleave onto the Lord, or else we're gonna be left astray in this wicked world, man. To fucking rot like the rest of these people. Like these 2/3, man.
Yeah, you go outside and you see people, you know, all they looking like they're fucking
zombies.
They look like they're zombies, man. You see, you know, 30-year-old looking like they're 50, a 60-year-old looking like they're 90, man. You know.
It shows the world is wasting away, man.
You know, they lost their spirit.
They're waxing worse and worse, man. You want to be around these people still? You gotta let go. You gotta. To the Akim, man, the Akwat, they're very few, and I mean very few since the Akwat out there. If you do have any individuals around you that are loose screws, you know, crabs in the buckets,
and just cut them off now.
You gotta just cut them off
like,
now,
right?
bro.
You gotta cut. Don't even explain yourself to these people either.
Don't try to break down the
the Lord's gonna make it. You know, Lord's just gonna do it. You know, the Lord's just gonna do it, and you know that's it, man.
And that's it. We ain't supposed to be Mr. Nice guy to everybody over here, man. This isn't for everybody to understand.
Mm-hmm.
Those that can't understand you need to separate from them. Okay, because the scriptures talk about can two or more walk together except they be agreed. Amos, the 3rd chapter, 3 and 3. Be not unequally yoked with unbelievers.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna be around people that are unclean, heathens, following wicked, abominable customs and behaviors, and you're gonna go sit at the same table at them and eat, because it's for the family. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Yeah, that's why the scriptures talk about, learn not the way of the heathen, right? They could, these people, man, everything they have, they love wickedness, right?
Yeah.
The scriptures say, "Woe unto you that call evil good and good evil."
So
right? Because these people, man, they Esau has normalized it so much, where there's no explaining to these people, right? You tell them once, and if they don't fucking listen to you, cut them off, man. Don't fucking repeat yourself, right? Because these are the same people, man. When shit hits the fan, they're gonna start coming back to you, and by then we're gonna be gone.
We're gonna be gone, man. We pray that we're gone.
We pray that we get the fuck out of this place earlier than we think.
And
right?
These people don't understand. One more thing, these people don't understand that we're wanting to leave this flesh. We want to feel us leaving this body, this wretched body. Okay, ailments. Okay, always feeling we're going through vexations. We finally want to feel peace and be at rest. And when these people see the spirit that you're moving in, and they notice that, you don't want to do or care for the same things that they do, they're like, why do you hate the world so much? Why don't you, you got to live your life. We living our life for the Lord, man. That's it.
These other Israelite groups, including these Israelites, they really love this world. They love that attention. They love
the idea of multiple wives.
Yeah, they love they having their woman on the panel, listening to them. They love their fucking comfortable, cozy fucking life. We want to get the fuck out of here. We don't like this place.
It's a life of suffering.
You dumb fucking morons, man.
It's a life of suffering.
These people, man, they're finished, bro. They really, they tell people move in love, do this, you got to be nicer, right? You got to stop cussing, right? No, man, we're gonna continue to be austere, right? And we're gonna anywhere we can get our point across, we're gonna do it, man.
We're gonna have to say it how it is, man, because people are stiff necked, And it's better that you tell somebody harshly, and then they end up making it to the kingdom and they repent, and you tell them sweet little lies and cradle them and caress them, and then they fucking perish on this side. They perish wickedly. All right, so just understand the message that we're trying to convey here, man, through the Spirit, that you gotta get out of the way of these people that are not walking on the same spirit vibration as you.
Yeah.
Okay, so is there anything else?
That's it.
So with that being said, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to those that tuned in and watched. With that being said, we want to give all glory, honor, and praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
The blondest, the elders, and apostles of the great millstone, who rule well and teach well in sincerity and charity. Peace and salutation to the Lord's elect, the hopeful elect, the 1/3. Once again, I'm the brother Yahweh Sop, here with the brother Barak. Shalom.
Shalom.